the audio engineer walks away, cusses within the first minute of the podcast.
Y'all gotta get that shit under control, man.
Fuck yeah, we do, dog. You said y'all gotta get that shit. Okay.
What do you mean, y'all?
Y'all, you all.
What does that mean?
Shout out.
What does that mean, bro? Why are you trying to lump us all together?
Yeah.
Audio engineer.
You people.
Audio engineer got up because he had to slam his Starbies, and he didn't want to give them no free promo. I see him though. I'm with it, right? They haven't dropped the bag.
They didn't put in on this.
You didn't put in on this, man.
No.
Who, Starbucks?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one of these days, I'm going to be real here, dog. I might totally screw up our endorsement ever, but it's all right, bro. I'd rather go local, my dog. Starbucks isn't that amazing to me. It's just a lot of sugar.
Hey, I'm super duper on home front when it comes to coffee.
Oh, I know.
I told you, man. You get you a coffee grinder, get you a French press.
And that's the way to go.
I might need to look into the French press, bro.
Get you one, man. Get you
Which one do you have?
What do you suggest?
Yeah, I just got mine is just a stainless steel joint that I can throw in the dishwasher and like unscrew and everything. I had one that I actually got from Starbucks because they sell them, and it was great. It was a Bowden, I think that's the name of the brand, Bowden, and it was black with like a glass like jar piece to it or whatnot. And one time I put the water in a little too hot and I pressed it down early and the pressure just like shattered it. Yeah, but it didn't like cut or anything. But after that I got the metal one, and the metal one is I've been riding with that one for years now.
Really? Well, see, I tried to step my game up after our conversation.
Yeah. No, your coffee machine now is Sharpe.
It's right, right? Well, you can do a couple of different things. It's got you can make the little cappuccino joints on it. It's pretty fire. Like I had to take a class to learn how to use it. You know what I mean?
You had to get a certificate online.
I had to get certified to learn.
I still have the one from Family Dollar, dog, that I bought when I first bought one of the properties because I needed a pizza pan, a coffee maker, and my studio set up in my bedroom. That was like the first shits I had, bro.
Yeah. That's a weird flex, but okay.
But I'm not trying to flex at all, bro. But that motherfucker's still rocking, dog, to this day. It's
still
like 9 years old. Fucking $12, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's got the coffee maker that's at the oil change shop.
Yeah.
That's
it'll last forever. Coffee probably tastes like shit.
No, it tastes like forever.
Hey, it auto cleans itself. It says, bro, I don't have to clean that.
I figured it out. That's why Jay fucks with creamer so tough.
You're right.
The coffee is atrocious. He has to drink milk.
Nah, the
coffee. You gotta add,
No, the coffe's good though. I get the
especially because you put all the creamer in the bitch.
The Pignon.
You get the Pignon.
Pignon.
Pignon's fire.
Bro, their shit is really good, dog.
For me though, I don't think it has enough caffeine, dog.
Really?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I need to be like twacked out of my fucking mind.
Caffeinated.
But I'll drink like 3 of those and I'm like, man, I don't even feel it.
You need to be twacked out of your mind when you fucking sit in the ice baths, bro.
Yeah, bro, I am twacked out of my. But I did one on the way before I got here, dog. That's why I'm super turned. It was like I got it because now it's getting a little more difficult. Hold up, real quick.
To keep it cold.
We ain't stopping, bro. But last time we had an issue with these fucking signs. Dom or Ken Dog, do me a favor. Turn off that sign up there, bro. So it don't make. If for anybody that was watching a couple episodes back, maybe walk around the wide, Ken Dog, so you don't get in it. For anybody that was watching episodes a couple episodes back, we had this weird ass issue where like the screen was waving. It looked like there was a bad connection somewhere. Come to find out, it's these fucking fluorescent signs that we got plugged up here in the lounge. Mm-hmm. It's like the frames per second don't match with the cameras, so this motherfucker has the camera looking crazy. There's all kinds of waves in it. Yeah. I called up Lenwords. I was like, bro, what the fuck do we do, my dog? Something's going on here, bro. Some's going. I mean, it didn't look as bad as like when we were editing it.
Well, yeah, once YouTube compressed it.
Yeah, it looked better.
You couldn't notice it as much.
We ain't having none of those issues.
Yeah.
So that's why we need to get a sign here, obviously. Audience knows, yeah, we need a respect connect situation. So if there's anybody out there watching that does custom signs, come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? Drop us a comment. Let us know where the fuck you at. Because we need a sign here for RTC gang bang bang. Back to Jay's horrible coffee. So, Jay, your coffee maker sucks.
It does, dog.
Is what I'm hearing here.
I mean, it works, bro.
I mean, at least it was only $12, right?
Yeah.
So if you bought like a $200 coffee maker and it was trash, I'd be a little more upset.
Be hot.
But $12 in how many years? You're talking about like 7 years now?
Like 7, 8 years, bro. Something like that.
You definitely got your money's worth. I don't even know what that breaks down, but it's like probably like a penny a year or some shit.
I got an iron that I just used yesterday, and I still use, and I paid like $20 for it, like
Still works.
15 years ago.
Were you out here creasing your dickies, in words?
Yeah.
Let's go, bro.
You can't bang, right?
Bro, come on, dog. Nah, you know what?
Up,
On some real shit though, bro.
Yeah.
If I'm wearing dickies and they ain't creased, I feel like a whole ass bozo.
Yeah, you gotta stay sharp.
I don't feel right.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, that was like my main Dickies, white tee. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking clean ass pair of Cortez.
With those belts.
Yeah,
You
bro.
used to be able to put like your initials and shit.
100, bro. My belt had a G on that motherfucker, dog. Grimy motherfucking grim on that bitch, bro.
Did y'all crease your jeans?
I did too. I went through
crease your jeans?
through that in that era, my brother.
Okay.
Listen, brother. Okay, that was the era. Okay.
He really explained some shit.
Yeah. Listen, brother. Right. I know now. That was probably a little crazy, right? You ain't gonna catch me creasing my 501s now, but back then I thought we had to crease everything, bro.
Okay.
Right? I want to be starched down, bro. You touch my pants, it could slice your finger open, type shit. But what I would do is I would I would lay out because I didn't have a whole huge ass closet, so it was a little easier to do this. But I'd lay out my week's fit, right? I'd crease them all down, get the dickie sharp, get the shirt sharp, and then I would lay out the first pair that I was gonna wear the next day underneath my mattress in between the box spring, and I'd lay them flat.
Oh, you were serious?
I wasn't playing no games, bro.
Okay.
I was dead ass serious about my fit. My crease, I guarantee if I would have saved one of those dickies, even if I didn't crease them again ever, they'd still be creased right now. They're creased forever.
You wash them, they still got a white line down the middle?
Yeah. But see, I was more like, especially then.
Yeah.
I know Chucks are, I still rock Chucks every now and then. They're just really uncomfortable, dog.
They're super
I got 38-year-old feet now, right? them joints are not comfortable. But back then, even more, I was more on the Cortez side of things. Okay. They're just a little more comfortable. And, you ask any motherfucking fool from back then, if you trying to outrun the motherfucking fuzz, the po-po, Cortez, bro. I mean, there's a reason why Forrest Gump was running in them joints. They increase your speed here, Linwards. It might be placebo, but shit. Them little ridges on the bottom, they propel you forward.
That's what it was.
That's what I thought.
That's what it looked like.
That's what I thought. But since I'm a learned marathon racer, and I run marathons, Jay just rolled his fucking eyes, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Jay out here trying to shit on my ice baths.
I didn't even know.
It was subtle, but you did.
He did. Jay's, I'm tired of hearing about this motherfucker running, bro. Again with the marathon? All right, Forrest James, get the fuck out of here. Those don't help, bro. They're they're narrow. If I try to run a marathon in Cortez, my feet would be fucked.
Really?
100%. Bro, I got size 13 wide ass feet. If I ran 26 miles in those, bro, my feet would look like, you know how the ballerina's feet look at the end? They're like all fused together.
Like that joint we just seen?
Like that joint we just seen. I would look crazy.
Yikes. So what kind of shoes do you wear for like when you do run the marathons and shit?
Okay, so I'm kind of like on a rotation right now, so I'm training for my next one. And this is a great conversation, Jay. Thanks for bringing this up. I love talking about how I'm fucking amazing. Whoa, here we go.
Just kidding.
So ice baths and marathons. Get the fucking shit together here. I'm on a rotation right now. So I got my distance shoe, my speed shoe, and my easy runner, right? So I'm using the Saucony Endorphin 3 for my distance running. I'm using the Asics, I can't remember the name of the actual shoe, but it's orange and black. I'm using that as my easy runner. And then another one of the Endorphins. So I like Saucony. Saucony is pretty good for my size of foot. I am looking at one of these New Balance joints that just dropped.
I was about to say, I thought you were MB now.
Because I bought these ones. I think I might have shifted, dog, because I got, again, like I said, I got a white ass foot.
Yeah, those New Balances are great for wide feet.
They are.
Yeah.
And Nike, bro, you know how I am with not, bro. I love Nike. You know what I mean? Like that's just my go-to brand, right? Because we couldn't afford it when I was younger, so there might be some psychological things attached to it. Yeah. But their running shoes for me, they don't cut it. They don't.
They're
cut
a little
it.
narrower on the sole as well.
They hurt my
just
knees.
Naturally. Yeah.
They hurt my knees
I think Nike, like they're good, but you're mainly paying for like the name at this point. Like they have good shit, but like now I think like the New Balances and all these other like up and coming like shoes are like actually putting science behind what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be in a pair of New Balances.
You think you ever start running barefoot?
Absolutely not.
Come on,
bro.
man.
Okay, I
on.
love where this pod's going here, right? So before we get too in the motherfucking shit here, right? You are now tuned in to Respect the Connect. I'm your host, Johnny James, and I'm here with a few of my nearest and dearest. J Trav, old man Travis is in the motherfucking building. What's cracking, Jay?
Chilling, brother.
Chilling.
What is it, Sunday?
Yep.
We're in here early as a motherfucker.
Early as a motherfucker on Mother's Day. We will get into that too.
Happy Mother's Day, Ma.
Yeah. Len Words is in the building. What's cracking or popping, Len Words? You got the choice.
Oh, man. Ooh, it's Crackerjack season
It
forever.
is always.
Yeah, it's always going to be that. But it's popping.
Dom on the other side. Dom, how we sounding, conscience?
We're sounding crispy.
How we looking?
Looking crispy.
You
Crispy
ain't
as
sounding
fuck.
very crispy, bro. You are sounding like you didn't get much sleep last night, my guy. You better not have been out there wilding out.
No, never. I
Just because you moved out doesn't mean that I can't pull up to the pad and still crack you across the dome piece real fast.
bang on my window.
Bro. All right. Story time. Story time.
You started it, Dom. You opened it.
It's almost been a year. So the whole family it's been a year now since Dom moved out. He's not that far from the pad. So we all go to Disneyland. It's my mom's first time going. Huge trip. Trying to get all these moving pieces together is a fucking nightmare, right? So, Dom, no, I don't have to come sleep the night over here. I'm good. I'm going to be here early and ready to go. We're ready to go. Yeah. Guess where Dom's not? At the motherfucking house.
Right.
And we have to be, bro, trying to get that many
airport,
people on a plane to a trip is not the easiest thing. So his brothers are like, Dom could just catch a later flight. I'm like, fuck that. His brothers were ready. Like, we're going to see Mickey Mouse. Dom can stay here. So we fly up to his house, bro. And sure, his car's still there. Yeah. His window luckily faces the fucking street because if it didn't, I'd have to climb the fence and go knock. So I'm pounding on this fucking dude's window, bro. Yeah. He looks at me, bro, his eyes, just complete shock. He's like, what's up? So you tell me what's up. What's going on, my dude? We're supposed to be headed to the airport. He's like, oh, my alarm must not have went off. I didn't plug my phone in. He rushes. Luckily, we get to the airport. But this guy, so this year on the family trip, he is going to sleep on the floor in the living room next to all of his bags, bro. Yeah. That's the only way.
It's either that or you just got to get the next, you catch the next flight or the next vacation.
Or I was about to say, do him like Home Alone.
I was about to say,
like, hey, protect the house.
It's hard to get people.
Kevin. Hey, episode 63 makes some motherfucking noise, Jay.
Shit, which one is it? It's one of these bitches.
It's one of them. But you can fix it in post. You can fix it in post.
Hey, from my perspective, though,
AKA my excuse.
Already apologized, but then secondly, it was so funny because like he was banging on it, and I realized what had happened like right when I woke up. Yeah. But then I opened the curtain, and it's dark outside, so like his face just kind of like appeared. I was like, what?
Like the face in The Exorcist.
Your eyes are still adjusting. You're all, oh shit.
Yes. And my eyes were wide as fuck, like my dad's, bro, pissed, ready to break the window. Yeah. Because I had heard it all morning from everybody. Where the fuck is Dom? Yeah.
And you probably had his back. Oh no, he's good. Yeah, he's on his way. Don't worry.
My
about
son.
it.
I did have his back.
He's on point.
Until I almost choked him out at his window. I'll have his back until it's just me and him, bro.
You grab him, you just drag him out through his window. You can't even pack, bro. You had your chance.
When he walked out the door, I almost power bombed him on his fucking doorstep, bro. Yeah. That's so what were we talking about? Oh, we're talking about barefoot marathon run.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up?
So
is that a thing?
Oh yeah. 100%. Pretty much barefoot.
They got barefoot ultras.
Don't you remember them joints that Chad used to walk around with the little toes?
Oh yeah.
His feet in the little toes.
Dude, he would play basketball.
Oh, he loved
everything
those.
in those
Chad wore them
motherfuckers,
ugly
dog.
ass shoes.
Yeah, he tried to convert me over. I was like, Chad, man, no, dog, we ain't doing all that.
What the
Yeah.
hell were those called? Anyway,
I don't
yeah,
know.
go ahead. Go
They're
ahead.
called the ugliest shoes that have ever existed. I don't want to see your toes like that, even if they are
hell
covered.
Yeah, for sure.
Get those out of here, dog. No, he's all, but they're more, you know, we're not supposed to have shoes. You got to be closer to the earth, and it's more, I don't care.
Yeah.
Those are ugly as fuck. So it is a thing, my dog. And I didn't realize how much of a thing until I was running the marathon last year, and there was this dude that was like kind of like right in front of me. Homie was probably about like 6'8", 200 and maybe like 35. He was a big old motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he was in front of me. And like as like the crowd's like dispersing, I see that this dude's running in like some moccasins or some shit.
Right.
There was it looked like he was running in flip-flops.
Right.
I don't know. There was something there, but it was pretty much barefoot.
Yeah.
He's in front of me as we're going, and this dude fucking takes off. I'm like, I'm in some expensive ass shoes.
Yeah.
I'm out here grinding it out, and I can't catch this big old motherfucker, bro. He's just in front of me the whole goddamn race, and I used it as
That's
kind of
your
like
white rabbit?
motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta catch this motherfucker here. Yeah. Halfway through, bro, he's still ahead of me, dog. I get to the point of the race where you could have been like, go, Johnny, go, right by your dad's pad, but you weren't there, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
You weren't there to support?
I was expecting a J sign.
Yeah.
Go, Johnny, goes my final piece of motivation. But luckily,
Johnny 5. Gold.
input.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad, go.
Los locos kick your balls into outer space. We get to the turnaround point, and this motherfucker's still like, I don't know, a quarter mile ahead of me.
Damn,
Cooking with no fucking shoes on. I'm pissed, right? So my motivation is anger at this point. And as we're coming back down the bosque, I notice I'm gaining on this motherfucker, bro. Gaining on him. I'm like, all right. So I turn up, bro, and I pass him. And I left him in my motherfucking dust, bro. He was my motivation to not. I'm like, you ain't passing me, you fucking 7 foot, 300 pound, no shoe wearing motherfucker. That was ahead of me the whole race. Yeah. Made me feel like I didn't know what I was doing. So he was my he was my motivation to run as fast as I did. But then he was my motivation to not slow down.
Yeah.
And I got there, and we were supposed to. I mean, everybody wanted to leave right when I crossed the finish line.
Yeah.
But no, I had to stay there to see how much I had smoked this dude. And it was about a good 35 minutes.
No kidding.
Yes.
Oh man.
Bro,
He's gonna
my dog.
He's gonna be looking for you at the next race.
Good. Because I'm fucking ready, dog.
You little fella.
This time I'm running with no shoes on. That sounds insane to me.
That's harsh, bro. That's gotta fucking kill your feet, bro.
Nah, it makes them stronger.
I'm good.
Your feet get
My
stronger.
feet's strong enough.
Yeah. You sure?
I'm positive.
Your ankles?
My ankle's good.
Okay.
I don't need to do that to strengthen my feet.
Jay told me
He was breaking them?
they a little suspect.
Hey.
his ankles.
Yeah.
Oh,
His
that's what I
ankles-
said.
his
Yeah.
ankles
Not
are
the
weak.
not the
his
game.
feet.
Not his feet.
Not the
Okay.
game. I twisted an ankle and beat Jay while I twisted it.
By luck, bro.
It was probably more impressive than MJ's game winner against the
Oh,
Utah
now he's
Jazz.
comparing himself to MJ. Here
It
we
was.
go.
I'm just saying. Word on the streets is my broken ankle and shot over Jay was a little more impressive than that MJ shot.
Yeah.
I didn't say it. People are saying it. I don't know.
What people?
I don't know who's
it was
saying
me,
it.
you, and Dom at the court, bro.
Dom's saying it.
Dom, are you spreading rumors, Dom?
What happened?
Yeah, he was.
Nah.
Since we're talking about spreading rumors, drama. I don't really want to talk about it anymore, but we can't leave it completely off the table. We gotta talk about it. We gotta finish the conversation, fellas.
What's this?
Right? I told y'all the beef was over last pod.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and it is over. And now Kendrick's dancing on the grave with Not Like Us, which is a fucking slapper.
Yeah. When we recorded last week, I think it had just come out.
No, right after we recorded.
Was it right after?
Yeah. And then Drake had his response.
He had another one?
He shouldn't have done it.
Which one?
Oh
The
yeah,
heart?
it was the
heart
heart
part
part
six.
6 or something.
Yeah. He shouldn't have done
Yeah.
it.
There's only 5 chambers in the heart, Mr. Drake.
There was a lot of problems in the record, you know, touching on that right there, actually, 5 exactly. But when I seen it, I was like, oh man, he dropped another Heart series before Kendrick did, but he kind of just, I seen a comment and it was the best way to describe it. Drake's response in that record was kind of like, if I'm a liar, then how come my pants ain't on fire?
Right.
It pretty much summed it up. But it's over. It's over. Kendrick, I mean, everybody's got their own opinion, but I feel like if you don't think he's the clear-cut victor, you're just kind of a little biased.
So is Drake over, though?
No. Dog. He's brother. He's too. But see, I don't think that was the. Although I don't know, because there's rumblings of like, the industry. It's like a industry versus industry type of situation. Where it's like people are saying that he thought maybe he got a little too big for his britches,
Who,
and
Drake?
And they had to bring him back down to earth, right? I mean, all of it's plausible, I guess. Those are all, possibilities for sure. But as far as like finishing his career, dog, no, fuck no.
People aren't drawing the line on these
I don't
accusations?
think. I don't. Not yet. I don't think yet until we get to a point where, and then even then, bro, let's keep it funky here. People don't know how to draw the line on stuff like that sometimes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get too fucking deep in this conversation because people be asking me that, and I don't have as much information on it as like I should to speak on it. But from what I've gathered with the whole fucking SPM situation, fuck no, my dog. Keep that motherfucker over there. Right? Again, I never really listened to SPM, even when he was popping, maybe one album. But with what he got convicted for and what they're saying he did, I'm sorry, dog. I don't fuck with that shit. Get the fuck over there with that bullshit. Not on this side, bro. Sorry. So I know where, like, once it comes to the point where it's like, oh yeah, no, there's no going back from that, dog. You got caught doing some suspect weirdo shit, and I don't fuck with it. But some people, no matter what evidence comes to the table, he still is gonna always have his people that are gonna support him, no matter what.
That's true.
So even if the Drake situation, even if we find or they find facts here, there's still gonna be people that are like, no way, no way, it's not true. Yeah. They tried to frame him, right? I mean, you look at all these other fuckers like Weinstein. Didn't they just drop his case out there in New York?
Nah, they and this is the issue with the justice system sometimes, is that they get a little overzealous and they cut a corner here and there, and you can get things knocked down on appeal just because of that. So I think that was more what it was with Weinstein. I don't know the details. All I know was it was something about his sentence being reduced, and they even had a judge out here in New Mexico that just recently got into some trouble apparently because he shortened up some teacher's sentence, but then the teacher pled guilty. He wasn't convicted by trial, so
it wasn't even the first. It
wasn't his first time. So he was probably more likely to have been like not just because I say that because of the plea bargaining situation.
What was the teacher convicted of?
Same
being a
nonsense.
sick little motherfucker.
Same PDF type shit.
Sorry, my dog. Those motherfuckers need to go away.
Yeah,
I don't give it. Like, fuck that. None of that on this side, my dog. Fuck off.
It's an evil spirit, man.
Gross.
It's a demon spirit out there.
Yes. But again, like I said, like no matter what,
there's some people who will look past that.
And was this enough of like I think it forever changed the perspective of Drake.
Yeah,
I don't think people ever look at him the same again.
Not
right?
quite. Yeah.
No.
I think and I think he's gonna start carrying himself differently, obviously, because of these accusations.
Yeah.
Man, I actually tuned into the Andrew Schultz's podcast. They had academics on.
Oh yeah, Academics is his cheerleader, dog.
Yeah, he said
always out here with pom poms.
They never met like personally though, so he doesn't know him. Drake, like they don't chill and shit. But anyway,
he's so full of shit.
Anyway, but he I don't know. He made some cool points on there. I didn't catch the whole podcast, but they were talking that they pulled him on to talk about like this whole beef and shit. But
that fool bugs the fuck out of me.
I think we're all over it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't watch his content. I just know what he looks like, and I've seen something where people were clowning him because he was like simping on some girl's couch or something. Like he was just like basically, oh, that's what it was. He got hemmed up on some shit because some dudes went you know, 2v1 or 3v1 at his pad, and it was some chick
on his girl.
No, I don't think it was on.
Damn.
I don't think it was his girl, but I think it was at his house, and there was like he had like recordings of it or something like that, just like security recordings. But she claimed that it was an assault, and he ended up getting in trouble for it because it was at his house, and they had to like get the recordings from him and all this other stuff. But just from what I've heard from DJ academics, like people talking about him, is just that what he does is just kind of sensationalize hip hop, but he's not really like in that life. Or
I think he's benefited off of that negative frequency that we talk about a lot, sure. Right? Yeah. He does. Well, there's a lot of people out there. You can't just say, academics.
Yeah. I mean, hell, we're out here criticizing motherfuckers.
We're good though.
But we're good people.
We talking about other people, man. Words. We ain't talking about ourselves, right? There ain't a mirror in here, dog. Right? We're doing our fucking job. But he was. He's there again. Like I said, if you don't see like just on a hip hop standpoint, if you don't see that Kendrick was really just like the clear cut victor here, he beat him in every way that he could. Then you just got a bias. And bro, like I am a fan of both of their music. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Both of them supply a different kind of music.
Oh, for sure.
You feel what I'm saying? Like Kendrick, there's no real comparisons between them besides the fact that they're two of the greatest of their generation. Other than that, outside of that, there's no real comparison. They do not make the same kind of music.
Not at all.
No, I said it earlier, bro. Kendrick isn't really the music I throw on usually. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll throw on the Section 80. Like that album was fucking tight. I'll listen, I'll bump that, maybe a couple other tracks, but like,
man, you didn't like Good Kid, Mad City?
Yeah, no, I do like, but that's what I'm saying is,
but you don't throw that shit on.
Yeah, like
no, well, I mean, same way you don't just sit there reading a fucking encyclopedia. Same way you don't just sit there and fucking just read books like the 48 Laws of Power.
Yeah, it's like Eminem,
you need some fiction in there.
I can't throw on Eminem and just fucking ride around bumping Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Like I could maybe knock a couple tracks and then I'm like, oh, all right. Well,
when it's time to deadlift, deadlift, you throw on Till I Collapse.
That's what I'm saying. Though. But when you're reading Len words and you're going through it, when you're reading like heavy and you're learning and gaining the knowledge, you don't sprinkle in a little bit of like just vibe books in there, fiction type shit, bro.
I really don't. The only time I read fiction is when I read to my kids. I read nonfiction almost exclusively now.
And see, I gotta mix it up.
Yeah, I wish I
ain't
had
nothing fake about Len words.
I wish I
gotta mix it up.
It's all nonfiction.
I gotta keep because with the nonfiction with me, like that's where I'm like really gaining a lot of my like knowledge, right? But I gotta have that. There's a reason why there's PE in school. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I gotta have that like that imagination kind of like stirred around too.
Right. You gotta take that mental break.
Okay, you know what? That's fair, but it's not often. But I will like read some like Lovecraft or something like that's just out the box. But once I got into like reading occult stuff, there's so many topics in there that I like kind of sprinkle into. So
that you can't waste your time on the other stuff.
Well, I'm just really into it. Like I like reading like some of that occult stuff. It's really fascinating.
So does that translate over to your music then? Do you listen to more Kendrick than Drake?
Nah, I probably listen to more Drake just off rip because Drake's more amenable to like something I'm gonna listen to in the car or something like that.
With the kids too.
Yeah. Well, if I listen to Kendrick, I'm usually like digesting an entire album, and it'll be like, oh, okay, I'm going in the gym. I'm going to be, working out for an hour or something. Okay, cool. I'll throw on, a Kendrick album and just listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because I did that with Damn recently, and I was just like, let me just go back to this because I kind of felt like I didn't give it enough
Record's
attention.
So fire, bro.
Yeah, it's
Damn,
good. It's really, really good. Mm-hmm. It's really good. So I'm like that with it. But, man, I thought that this was going to go longer. Mm-hmm. It seems like it's not going to go any further.
No, I think it's over. I think
kind of done.
I think Kendrick has more in the chamber, judging off what Drake decides to do.
I'm kind of curious about that too.
But I feel like the last record was a clear indication of Drake waving the white flag, and
Really?
he did it in a way that he shouldn't have dropped that record, in my
He was
opinion.
just like, I just don't feel like doing this,
The
man.
beat is hard. Well, he made weird like accusations, and he didn't do his homework right. Like he talks about Kendrick, talking about molestation, and he tried to say that the reason Kendrick's calling him that was because he was molested as a kid. When we know the record isn't about
That
him
wasn't.
being. It's about his mom.
Yeah, everybody thought that he was.
But
That
he
was
said,
the
"I
whole
wasn't."
record. Yeah,
and it's because of
'Cause
the
they had him thinking
generational
twice.
trauma because
Yeah.
of his mom,
Right.
right? So she couldn't take the blinders off because she had been a victim, right? So that whole scheme, just as knowing me listening to the records, I'm like, oh no, don't do it. And he went there. I'm like, oh bro,
Yeah.
It didn't even hit right because he didn't do his homework correctly.
Yeah.
And then the second one that was really weird to me too was when he was trying to he spent like 3 minutes trying to discredit the whole pedo accusations.
Oh, yeah.
Which was a long time on a record. And you don't want to listen to that. I don't want to listen to someone defending himself for being a pedo for 3 minutes on a record.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna. But I can get jiggy with this shit, right?
I could have beat that shit in half a bar. I'd be like, hell no. Find one person to say that shit. Because if it's not true, it's not true, and you can stand on that.
Yeah, he just spent too much time on it.
Yeah, it's that you protesting too much.
And then my
trying a little too hard.
My pops always say, I could tell when you're lying because you start yelling. Keep it cool, calm, and collected. If you got nothing to lie about, what are you yelling for? Why are you getting so upset?
Yeah.
But then he said, I'm too rich to do that, and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, I'm too famous to get caught, or I would have been caught if
I'm
if
too
I was
famous.
doing it,
Something.
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Isn't that what fucking Epstein said too? Come on,
No,
that's not.
I don't think he said it. He thought it.
But he thought it.
Yeah, he thought he was
And
too
he
rich.
he denied it, right? Said Weinstein,
Yeah.
all these folks, bro. We're just seeing
Anybody-
we're seeing the whole shit play out with
Anybody
Diddy.
would, yeah.
Diddy
Anybody
been
would.
famous for 156 years. When Jay was first born,
Yeah.
Diddy
Yeah.
was famous in 1896 or something
Yeah.
like that.
He was dancing
right?
at the World's Fair.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So that just didn't hit right with me. So that record was a complete misfire, and it just sounded like a waving of the white flag, which I really know. Like after Kendrick dropped, like that was it.
But not like
That
us.
was game. That was
Everyone's
game.
just
over.
like,
Yeah, that was like, what are you gonna do? He out Drake to Drake in the whole situation.
Yeah, it's a bop. It's
It
a
is.
bop. Yeah.
That's the summer anthem, right?
Yeah, it
You're gonna
might be.
have everybody in the clubs going, and it's probably a minor. Every DJ gonna drop that at like the festivals, and the whole crowd's gonna go crazy. What it did do, you're asking if like it's gonna get rid of Drake? No, he's too big. Sorry, like you said, more people listen to Drake. He's got more hit records. It's just a fact.
More people eat off of him.
Yeah, and they're not gonna unless again we said it before, unless he did something to fuck them over, right?
Yeah, that or there's just some footage somewhere that leaks out or gets found, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. Like even the stuff that we've seen is super duper cringy and really, really borderline. Like, bro,
Yep.
no, don't do that.
It's closer to receipts for him than it is for what he's saying about Katie.
Right, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But it ain't a conviction.
No.
It ain't it ain't a case. It ain't none of that. It ain't a witness or anybody stepping forward saying that it did happen. So
No.
still counts as accusations and super cringy, obviously not appropriate
Behavior.
for a grown ass man. But
Absolutely not.
you
It
know.
still wouldn't be enough, right?
Yeah, you
for-
can't convict anybody on
No,
that shit.
No,
Yeah,
there-
not at all.
It's
But-
not enough. And like you said, there's too many people that are eating off of him.
And that's the difficult part about the whole culture is that it's hip hop is in general a culture of principles. It's a principle culture. It's based on principles. When it got commercialized, it became capitalism first, then hip hop second.
Yeah.
So now there's that line where it's like, well, they're rich. Like, why do a lot of people say Jay-Z's the greatest rapper? Well, because he's wealthy. Like, or his family will be wealthy. So he made enough money that people are like, well, he's the most successful.
So he's
That's
gotta be
why-
the best.
Yeah, so he's got to be the best. So Drake is the type of person now where it's like too big to fail. He's had so much success now that people are willing to just be like, well, it's not all the way across the line. So
Yep.
unfortunately, it's I don't know. It's interesting because you would think that hip hop might draw a more like a further line, but it's not a conservative movement.
No,
it's a very liberal movement,
and
and
a consumer movement.
Yeah, for sure,
right?
For sure. And people want the music, and they want to feel free and have fun and dance and express themselves, and that's what it's built on.
Yep.
So sometimes you're gonna let some people under the tent that you don't really want under the tent with you, but
and see that's
they are.
You gotta, and that's the thing is, I feel like when you get to that position, you know, you brought up academics, and there was people in his house. He still got in trouble. He might not have done anything or knew what was going on, but he still took the shots because it was his house.
Yeah.
The whole Tupac situation when he got locked up, right? Which has come out now years later, finding out that Tupac was what he was saying was the truth. He was innocent. They were trying to fucking destroy this man, right? But again, he was in the presence of what they said had taken place. Right. These were his homies. This was his hotel room. He's the main, like he's Tupac.
Yeah.
So he takes the hit.
Right.
When you're moving like that, dog, like you got to keep your circle. Like you got to have discipline, right? And you got to keep your eyes open, my dog, because even on a small scale, people start to get real jealous of success, bro.
Yeah.
People get real vindictive if they feel like you've slighted them, even like in the smallest of ways, like that Joyner record, Lucas.
Yeah, the Joyner record.
That Joyner.
Oh
Lucas,
yeah, the one with where they're at the table.
Yes, that Joyner Lucas record.
Crazy.
Is
I love that one.
Man, if you want to see what that looks like and how that ends up and what it turns into, that's bro. He painted the picture perfectly.
Bro.
He's like, I've always been there.
That track is fucking
so
so
hard.
ridiculous.
He's like, I've always been there.
I deserve everything you got, and that's a bargain or something.
Yeah.
Says,
I helped you. I know who you really are. Like, there's a line there, bro. Not everybody can deal with somebody else's success.
Yeah.
Some people wanted to be that dude. And when it comes down to it, they're not that dude. They're the dude next to that dude. And some people just can't deal with that.
Yeah.
They're like, why are you?
Why are you special?
And I'm just halfway special because I'm next to you.
Yeah.
And it just builds resentment. And you put yourself in a situation like that. If you don't got your head on a swivel and your eyes open, my dog, you know, you could be sitting down with who was it that Jesus sat down with? Judas, yeah. He'd be at the table, my guy.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's always kind of a thing when you got a group of men that are succeeding around each other anyway. It's one of those things where you gotta keep looking at the success of the people around you as your potential success. So if you haven't created it yet, but the people around you are building it, you should be looking at them like, oh shit, they can do it too. That's why it's so cool to have like local heroes and local celebrities and people who are doing it where you're at, because it lets you know, oh, I could do it too. When it's someone that close to you, though, it's like some people just like take it personally because it's not happening as quickly, but it's like it's always the case. You create your circumstances. So if you want to win, fuck it, you can win. Nobody's stopping you.
Yeah.
Like nobody's holding it against you. And I guarantee you, if you got a homie that's doing well for himself and you're rooting for him and like, hey man, how can I help?
It's gonna make it easier.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
If you do it right.
See, I don't know. I'm a believer in like the 10,000 hours.
I thought he was about to say the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, I was like,
crack up.
Whoa! I was about to say,
that's a turn.
We done shifted here.
No, but like, you know, like there's, like you're saying, there's people that are on.
Yeah.
But it's like, it didn't happen overnight, bro.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying? But they had that consistency. And it may not be 10,000 hours or whatever, but they put in that time that was due for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, shit. Just because I think I'm where I should be at, like, no, I'm not, obviously. So I'm gonna keep doing what I can do to push myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, really, let's just keep it funky here, dog. You can't fake the work.
No, not at all.
You can't cut corners. I've said this all the time. I love this like metaphor of it. I tell my kids this all the time. If you cut a corner, you just create two more.
Yeah.
Point blank period. It makes it more difficult in the long run. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I go back to your pops too. Your pops has told me that whenever we were working on stuff at the pad. He's like, measure twice, cut once.
Yeah.
Because if you're out here you just can't fake the work, dog. There's no way around it. You can't pretend. You can fucking skew all the numbers. You can do all this bullshit. You could buy followers. You could pretend for quite a while, bro. Yeah. But when it comes down to it, if you did not put in the work, my brother, you are not going to reap the benefits of the person that did put in the fucking work.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right.
Point blank, period.
Yeah. And I don't think that we should even shame people for not being like the quote unquote man, because
there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, and nobody does it on an island. Like, you can't do it by yourself.
No.
Like, you need not only the support of your fans, but you need the team around you and the people around. Like, everybody can play their part and everybody can enjoy what they do.
Yeah.
I seen this video of Fat Joe talking. He's talking about when Big Pun was around. And he was all, man, when he got out the car, I opened the motherfucking door for him. When we were walking in the club, I held the door open for him, right? And he's like, I knew my role. I knew what I needed to do for us to keep that movement going, to keep that momentum going.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying opening doors was like all he did, but
but still, though.
But
it's
having
like
that attitude,
type of shit,
having that attitude.
Yeah, because like you said, bro, people are always wanting to shame people for anything nowadays, bro. Like, let's just be real here. The thing is, though, I think we've said it too. Like, there's this movement to push everybody to be an entrepreneur, and I wholeheartedly believe that you should work for yourself. Yeah. That's where I stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. My grandpa used to tell me all the time, mijo, either you're your own boss or get comfortable working for somebody else. Mm-hmm. But there's nothing wrong with not wanting to be your own boss.
True.
I feel like just pushing the be an entrepreneur, you gotta be your own boss is toxic to some people, dog. Yeah. Because some people, that's not their aspirations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some people need to be told what to do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but they just don't have that entrepreneur mindset.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think entrepreneurs are required to be creative in a different way. And I think a lot of people, the vast majority of people, are trained in because I even think in this way where it's like, give me a structure and I'll like refine it to the nth degree.
Yeah.
So, if we have a plan, I can get into the weeds for that plan. But if there's no plan, that's the entrepreneur path where there's kind of no plan and you're winging it. You're making it up as it goes along, and then you get into the project management phase. But you gotta create something from nothing to begin. Mm-hmm. That's a leap for some people, and not to mention feeling like you got to be in front all the time. Where some people just don't have that personality. They don't want to be in front of people. They want to work from home. They want to, they're not trying to be a star. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's like,
fine.
Why? Why would we ever want to have all of the same where everyone's like an entrepreneur? But I see what you're talking about, and I actually agree with that. I just think that when it comes to being an entrepreneur, not everybody has to be a CEO, because you can't. Like, there are so many other jobs in a business that aren't even related to that. And there's probably a lot of CEOs who can't do accounting and can't do marketing and don't care to.
Got to know what you're good at.
Yeah, exactly.
And double down on it and find people that can fill in for what you're not good at. Right. It's funny because I think about what, when we had Matt Page on here a couple episodes back, and he said, sometimes I'm like, there's got to be an easier way to make money. Yeah. Maybe they're hiring at Best Buy. I'm going to go sell some fucking TVs and shit. Yeah. Because being an entrepreneur and your own boss requires a level of consistent stress that I think 85 to 90% of people just are not ready for or prepared for. Yeah. It's a lot, my dog. Mm-hmm. Like, it don't stop. Like, people are like, oh, I don't want to take my work home with me. Like, well, you better not try and step into those kind of shoes, my dog, because you're always on. There's no way to turn it off, because at the end of the day, it does mainly fall on your shoulders. Right. And even if it is you divvying up the work, you got to find the people, like you said, I'm not a fucking accountant. Mm-hmm. I got to make sure that my numbers are right. So I got to have someone on the team that can do that. So at the end of the day, it still falls on your shoulders. And if you're not ready for that level of stress, my dog, like, just
leave it alone.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Or find a good team and slot yourself in and be an asset.
Or try it. You know, I'm not saying like don't try it, but don't completely walk away from like what's working for you.
Right.
Because some fuckhead on the internet said
you got to be an entrepreneur.
Start an Amazon shop.
Yeah.
Start a TikTok shop. They did a survey the other day in middle school. Might have been middle school and high school. And they asked the kids what they want to be, you know, when they grow up. 90% of the statistics came back saying that they want to be influencers.
Influencers?
Yes.
Yikes.
90%.
Yikes.
Want to be influencers.
Yeah. Well, where's all the followers if all y'all leaders? Y'all tripping.
Say that again, bro. Say that one more time. But
talk.
it just kind of goes to show you where, you know, our society is right now. Because let's be real here, like it looks pretty, right?
It looks sexy, yeah.
It looks sexy. It looks rich. It looks baller.
Yeah.
But
It looks.
yes, looks.
Looks.
There's a reason why there's so many filters on social media. There's a reason.
Yeah, for real.
Because it makes something that might not be as pretty look a hell of a lot better with that filter on it.
Yeah.
And that goes for anything. When we were younger, what was it? Like I want to be a fucking rock star, or like I want to be a movie star.
Motherfucking hustler.
Yeah,
Better
yeah.
ask somebody.
You know what I mean? But like in our like that was what people wanted to be then, right? I want to be famous or some shit like that. I want to be a movie star.
Yeah.
Because it looks so much better than being, you know, Todd with a job.
Right.
You know? Or homie that's out here working for the city, or homie that's out here climbing the ranks of some corporate position.
Right.
That's not as loud. It doesn't look as appealing to the masses.
Yeah.
So you have these kids now, being an influencer to them looks like everything.
Yeah.
And I guess I land on the fucking spectrum of micro influencer. I don't even know where I would land on it, bro. But I'm just gonna say this, point blank period. It is not what y'all think it is. It's not. It makes me think of MTV Cribs now looking back.
Yeah.
Half those motherfucking cribs were fucking rented.
Except for Redman.
Redman.
He
The
owned it.
realest.
He still owns it, and he rents it out.
My brother. And I knew there was a reason why I liked that episode so much.
That dude is-
Because that's like my vibe. I don't want to sit here fucking faking shit. I don't have the energy for it. I don't have the time. I do not want to put that effort out there. Yeah. So do I come across as maybe brash, maybe harsh? Maybe some people don't like the way I fucking say fuck and this, and some people just don't like it. I don't have time to be anything other than what the fuck I am. I don't want to put up this facade. If my fucking truck has a blowout, that's what I'm going to talk about, dog. I don't have time to sell some bullshit that I'm not fully behind.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that dude. It seems like a fucking nightmare.
I think people think that like influencers, when they're popping, like they just get all these endorsement deals and stuff.
Yeah.
And to some extent, probably, yeah, but you have to be relevant. You have to be offering something. They're not just because you have 20,000 followers, they're not just going to say, hey, come to Range Rover and we're going to hook you up.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, nah, what are you doing for the community? What else do you do outside of...
And how much money can you help me make?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. How many Range Rovers can we sell?
Right. Yeah.
And if the analytics ain't matching up, bro, they're not gonna rock with you. But even outside of just like making money from it, like what bothers me is since there's so many kids that are out here that want to do that and want to be that, we seen from our end of things when everybody wanted to be actors and rock stars and famous, like that shit was bullshit. It was all a facade. None of it was really real. So it's the same thing now here. Same shit. Not saying that none of it is. Right. What I'm saying is I don't fuck with the people that are putting up a front, that are selling these youngsters an image, that are selling these youngsters pretend. Because when they meet them in real life, that's not who you are. That's not what you stand for. And as an influencer, which I ran from that word for a long time, I'm like, well, fucking influencer, get the fuck out of here. It's fucking stupid.
If you were influencing anybody, what would you say you influenced them? Like, cause you do funny stuff, but you're also a real motherfucker.
If my influence, if I could, pinpoint it, what I want it to be is, for one, be yourself. That's it. Be yourself. Be who you are. You're one of one. Nobody can be you but you. So why are you trying to be somebody else? One thing for sure. Two, you got to get the fuck up, my dude. You can't just sit there and expect everybody to hand you something. You want it? Go fucking get it. Do the work. We just said it. Do the fucking work. If you don't do the work, you're not going to get the motherfucking payoff. That's it. As simple as that, dog. You know what I'm saying? And, maybe on the third, man, be a good person. Don't be a fucking shithead. Just be a good person. It's pretty simple, dog. Like, It's not rocket science. That's what I think if I could steer it, if I could direct what my influence could be when it's all said and done, would be, those things.
Dope. That's super dope.
For sure.
That was a good message, yep.
Now back to the drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the messages. Let's talk about the mitote, bro. Hey, but you think we talked about this a bunch of times. Those frequencies breed them frequencies pretty quickly, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like since that fucking eclipse, we've been on demon time out this motherfucker.
Been on that, man.
We have. But you brought it up. You brought it up. We're setting up. It is election year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Seems
I told you,
to
man.
always be some
I told you
shit.
there's always going to be some kind of distraction
Some
for the
shit.
masses, man. And this is the time of year where it happens, where some crazy shit happens in the spring, and by the fall, everyone has an opinion, a strong opinion, one way or the other about who to vote for. But nobody really cares.
No.
Now, but they'll find a way to spin it into something where now you got to care about this, and this is what you're voting on. And
what I want
all
to
that
see,
jam.
I want to see a rap battle between Biden and Trump. Who's your money on, Jay? Huh? Who you think walks away the victor?
Oh my God.
If they battle rapped bar for bar,
I'm telling
who's
you,
the winner?
What did Ken say? Biden's gonna have better writers.
Yeah,
on his squad.
He's gonna have the ghostwriters.
Yeah, he's gonna have plenty of ghostwriters.
There's a lot of ghostwriters on Biden's squad.
He's already mumbling.
And see, that's where he might.
Some auto-tune.
See, the thing is, he's gonna match in with the youngsters.
He got the Migos sound already dialed in.
He's gonna match in with the youngsters because you can't already understand what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah.
So he's gonna match with that, but he ain't gonna. Them bars ain't gonna hit right. What the fuck did this dude say?
He mumbled something about some student loans or something.
Crazy.
I don't know what he said.
Did he just call him a Cheeto?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm gonna throw him a
I don't even
bone.
know. I don't even
I'm
want
gonna
to answer
put
that
as
question.
student
Come
loan.
on, Jay.
Damn.
Who's gonna win it?
Let's go.
Who's gonna win?
Who's gonna win the rap battle?
Trump's got DJ Khaled. We the best.
Oh
We
my
got the
God.
best.
I want Bernie.
Bernie?
I'm just kidding.
That'd be
No.
bro.
Bernie Sanders.
Three-way battle.
Bernie's the Rick Ross diss that just ended.
Bro, he walks out with his titties out and shit,
Yeah, dog. That's what.
eating lemon pepper wings.
With those big ass mitts.
All right, Jay's on the fence
I'm
here.
on the fence, dog.
Jay's neutral.
Yeah.
Who's winning, Len Words?
RFK.
Hey, yeah, bro.
Okay.
I think he would drop some bars, bro, and it would his voice would be so distinct.
Yeah.
Like, shit,
yeah.
you see,
It cuts
RFK
right through the mix.
through the
Yeah.
mix. Bam. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I said
you're not
between
gonna be
them
able.
two,
You're
though.
not gonna be able to do it in one take, though.
That's you still standing neutral. Listen, what I'm going to say here, someone's going to edit it and they're going to be like, oh, this motherfucker's a Trump supporter now.
No, Trump.
This guy.
Trump was
He's already got
bar
the
him.
red hat.
He's got the red hat. they talked to Johnny.
No,
I don't
Trump-
support none of these
They're gonna
motherfuckers.
They're gonna AI.
You're right. He's going to say it right here.
Yeah.
Damn. I probably shouldn't. I'm going to have to stay on the fence then too here. They ain't going to take my opinion and flip it. Listen.
No, Trump will
He
get
too
him.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Too disrespectful. Yeah.
And bro, he says some really out of pocket, crazy shit in a battle. That's gonna be beneficial.
Yeah, I think so.
His disrespect and his ability to string together a more, I don't know, coherent
Sentence.
is probably gonna put him. It's gonna edge him out
Yeah.
here, dog. He's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
bar. That's what they should do. I'm all for it. Fuck the presidential debates. let's have diss records against each other.
Yeah.
In the race.
Yeah, I don't want commercials.
Nah.
Don't give me them boring ass commercials about give me $5.
I want mustard on the
that.
beat.
I was gonna say,
We need
a track,
Alchemist. Yeah, we need
or is
tracks.
it battle like fucking
No.
underground?
Oh, damn,
battle,
like a freestyle
yeah.
battle?
Like Loaded Lux.
like
Yeah.
face to face.
Yeah, shout out to UBR. Shout out to UBR down here in New Mexico.
In a barber shop.
Imagine throwing them in the ring. That'd
Let's
be
go.
crazy, dog. Those motherfuckers too old. See, again, we need to go back to having younger
Trump would
people.
get it.
He would still get it
Yeah.
because he's used to that type of shit,
Right.
right? He had the show.
He come in with the gold eagle like
yeah. He didn't cut.
wearing the shoes?
He's rocking the Trump ones.
Yes.
Bro, that'd be crazy.
Oh, God.
Couple
Yeah,
bad
like
bitches
this.
on his
Yeah.
arm,
Yeah.
big ass chain. Because,
Yes.
bro, let's be real here. Before he became president, he was really relevant in the hip hop community
He
and
was in that
culture.
lifestyle, man. That
Every
was
Mac
it.
Miller
Yeah.
even had that song. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump. Everybody
Yeah.
quoted Trump.
Trump like Trump. Yeah.
Fucker was in Home Alone.
Yeah.
Until he ran for president.
And he was in the fucking Little Rascals, bro.
And the motherfucker was
Isn't
in the
that
Little
crazy?
Rascals. Yup.
Isn't
That's
that fucking
crazy.
crazy, bro?
Everything about that dude is crazy.
yeah.
Straight up. Whoever makes his movie, that's gonna be, we need like Martin Scorsese to do that shit or something, bro. That's gonna be crazy. Anyways, again, they're gonna be like, this motherfucker's supporting him. I can already hear it.
Yeah.
I don't support none of these motherfuckers. Fuck them all.
But in a rap battle.
Yeah, but in a rap battle, I feel like Chester Cheetah is gonna eat. He gonna get him.
Damn.
Especially if it's like that, Jay. I didn't even think about that. I was thinking diss records.
Yeah.
Because if it's diss records, like who goes to which side? Like you said, I feel like Biden definitely has more of the creative support. He's gonna have better ghostwriters.
Right. Yeah, he's gonna have Lady Gaga.
What producers though? Right? What
John-
producers
John
gonna land
Legend.
here? Like we need some Alchemist beats,
Drake.
right? We need some mustard.
Oh, he's gonna have what? I'm just thinking of all the Democrat supported hip hop people.
Oh, so
he's
he'll
gonna have Chuck D.
Killer Mike.
It's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, Killer.
He's gonna have some
Killer
Dre
Mike.
drums.
Yeah, he'll probably have Dre. What else? Damn, Talib Kweli.
Trump will have Kanye.
They'll be like, no, that's too many words, Kweli.
Bro, that's
use
crazy. Trump will have Kanye.
Yes.
Hey, produces an 8-minute epic opera fucking diss record for Trump to hop on. Dog, y'all are tripping, bro. Whose idea was this? This is insane. We have went
even
off the
know.
rails
Yeah, I
here,
don't even
fellas.
know.
Oh, no, it was Ken Dog's idea.
Oh,
We were
yeah.
setting up.
Ken
Ken
said
Dog's
that.
like, who you think's going to win? And I was like, I ain't going to say it until we turn on the cameras because this is a good conversation. Why do we talk about that? Oh, we're talking about drama.
Yes.
Drama. So everybody's beefing now. Everybody.
Yeah.
We even got a Shaq diss record that just dropped.
I did not hear
Stop
this,
lying.
bro.
I ain't
did not
lying.
hear
I
this.
haven't heard
I'm
of
Bro,
about to
he
drop
went
one
it.
on
He,
you.
I'm about to drop one on you,
You and
bro.
who?
You better get some sleep before you think about dropping anything. You need to drop them eyelids, bro.
You're already delirious, dog.
Hey, bro, you're just adding fuel. Come on.
You want a beat right now, dog? I got a
Right.
beat for you,
Hey.
dog.
Give
And it'll
one,
be
yeah.
on a beat by your own producer.
Hey.
Ooh.
Then both y'all
Ooh.
getting smoked.
Hey, but then halfway through, Johnny's gonna hop on that same beat, dissing you, dog.
Hey, all I have to do is drop a picture of me taking my belt off. That's it. Game over. Oh, this shit getting real.
He got you,
Yeah.
Dom. He got you right there.
This shit
dog.
getting real. I fuck around, put him in the corner. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take away this motherfucker's allowance.
Yeah.
That's what the diss record will be called. No allowance.
allowance.
Take
No
your phone.
allowance.
Take your phone.
I'll
son.
use the no Vaseline beat.
Part two will be
All-
the bus stop.
Yeah.
Because you took his car away too.
I'll use the no Vaseline beat. Call that shit no allowance.
Yeah.
Just so you know,
Bars.
Dom does pay for most of his own bills and shit, as far as I know. We ain't trying to throw him under the bus like that.
All the
Oh
way
no, he
under
wants
the
a diss
bus.
record. We
yeah.
throwing him.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
he
the
going
bus.
under them radios.
Yeah.
Hey, you might catch his underwear on sale.
But listen, that's gonna be a collaborated effort because I'm gonna make some bread off of that.
Right.
They clean. So Shaq hopped in the booth.
Who's he beefing with?
He's beefing with Shannon Sharpe.
About what?
Okay, so Shaq, a couple of days back, Joker won the MVP.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he got 3.
Yeah.
3 of them things.
Shaq interviewed him on
I don't know.
TNT.
Did he deserve?
There you go. You're on
that?
Shaq's side.
Okay. Well,
Shaq said, "Listen, I'm your homie. I rock with what you're doing. I do not think you deserve this MVP."
Yeah.
Damn,
Shaq told him.
He told him that?
Straight
like
up
on TV?
Yeah, on TV, on TNT. He's like, I can't remember who he said deserved it, but anyways, he pretty much just told him.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's who he said.
Yeah.
That's what Shaq said.
Yeah.
It should have been SGA. That's what he told him, right? So he's like, oh, cool. Everybody has their own opinion, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So then Shannon Sharpe goes on his fucking shit with Stephen A the next morning and says, Shaq always hated on the big men. If it wasn't him, fuck all the other big men in the game. Yeah. And he said that if Shaq would have worked harder, he could have been one of the best, but he's not. He's not even top 10. So Shannon,
top 10 what?
Basketball players.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess, but he's a big man, and when it comes to big man, he's top 3. So
and not 3.
Big fucking deal. Yeah, exactly. Like so what if he's not top 10 basketball?
Yeah.
Like I don't agree with that. Shaq has been a hater for a very long time. But that's always been his MO. Like, I mean, he's not gonna root for Dwight Howard. He's not gonna root for Kobe. He's not gonna root for anybody.
Don't y'all remember him and Kobe's diss records?
Yeah.
Come on, that was a whole era.
Said, my ass taste.
Like, yeah. Yikes.
That didn't age well.
No. You better not have been at any of them Diddy parties, or at some of them Drake parties. I guess.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you could pick it now. No Diddy, no Drake. I don't know. You got your choice now here.
Damn.
But I agree. This is not like some new character trait Shaq took on because he's on TNT.
And I'm not mad at his take either because honestly, like Joker had a really, really good season, but like he didn't do anything like extraordinary with his squad this year.
No. No. Why is he getting so like
crazy?
How many like again everybody's gonna Johnny just wants to support LeBron. He's got a fucking bias. But listen, LeBron should have had more MVPs.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
Why does Joker have 3? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. It's weird in the voting. The whole shit's weird, bro.
Great white hope.
I feel like there's biases here, right? So there's definitely biases. So I agree with Shaq, with what Shaq said.
Yeah.
Don't fully agree with some of Shannon's take. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because, again, Shaq, my dog, name a more dominant big, I'll wait.
Yeah.
Don't you remember when they had to change the basketball goals because of this motherfucker?
Yeah.
He was a fucking problem.
And he looked back at it like, oh shit. What happened?
Yeah.
And listen, I do agree.
Imagine
if he had the work ethic of Kobe, my dog, yikes. They'd have gone, the Lakers would have got fucking 10 rings probably.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely could have had like, I'd probably say about 6.
Yeah.
They would have been good for another team.
They would have been probably back.
I think they would have beat that
back
Piston.
to back.
I think they would have figured out a way to beat that Piston team.
Yeah.
But Shaq didn't have that work ethic.
No.
And he just, that's just who he was. He was just that naturally gifted that he could coast on that.
Regardless.
So
he was still so dominant even without that type of work ethic.
And I guess I can't really fault him that because it's like people want you to be more, but as far as you're concerned, you're already there.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm going to enjoy this shit.
So what does Shannon Sharpe have to say? What was he saying?
So again, Shannon Sharpe was saying, he's like, Shaq just wants to hate on the big dudes. He's always been like that. He doesn't want to give flowers to the other big men in the league, and he's not even top 10. Like Shannon Sharpe was, he was talking his talk.
He said he wasn't top 10. I don't know about that.
That's crazy. He was getting a little spicy. Yeah, that's a crazy take. That's a crazy take.
Which he might not be, but fuck, man.
Dog, I don't know though. You got to have a big man in the top 10.
Do you?
I think so. It's a part of the game.
You got to give Kareem that spot. Oscar that spot, but then Shaq. I mean,
let's
Kareem,
be okay.
Shaq,
But if you're
Oscar,
constructing,
I'd rather have Shaq than
you
Kareem.
constructing a 5-man team.
Yeah.
Okay, here.
Yeah.
You gonna put Shaq on the bench over Kareem?
Nah, fuck no.
Fuck no.
I want Shaq.
He gotta be the 5.
Yeah, I want Shaq out there.
He's gotta be.
Yeah.
Imagine Shaq out there, the 5, Jordan the 1. Come on, dog. That's crazy shit.
Yeah. But then you're running into personalities at that point.
True.
Yeah.
True. Because we've seen how Shaq was with Kobe. Yeah. Imagine a Shaq diss record to MJ. Fuck your bald head. Like, that shit would be crazy.
So he actually recorded a record?
Yes. He dropped the diss record on Shannon Sharpe, talking that shit, Still rapping like Shaq Diesel.
Yeah.
Still in his same bag. Still
Shaq
in his same
can rap,
pocket.
man.
Have you
I'm
seen
not
his?
mad at
Shaq
Have you
rap.
seen his DJ set, bro?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
fucking
He
dope,
can. Yeah,
dog.
Shaq.
Brother, he's got platinum records.
Yeah.
I don't want it. That's it. That's all you got to say. Shaq's got some platinum
One thing
shit.
that's dope about Shaq too is you could send him like your record, and if it's good, he'll fucking play it in his set.
Oh, really?
His set at his shows, yeah.
Yeah, Shaq, you know.
Thought you were about to say he'll give you a feature.
He'll give you a feature on the low.
Man,
Drop
I
the
don't
disc.
know.
He dropped the disc.
Fuck with your album.
Yeah.
I like your record.
Let me give you a quick little
I'll give you a
12er.
couple 16s.
Give you a hot little 12er.
You don't like
No,
Shannon Sharpe,
Shaq's still doing 16s.
He doing 3 16s. He still got them 4-minute and 25-second songs.
Yeah. Maybe a chorus.
So he addressed it all and saying, that he's seen how Shannon Sharpe got big, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like, he kind of called him a culture vulture.
Really?
A little bit.
Okay.
Kind of alluding to the fact that he didn't really pop off in the media end of things until he showed up with the Henny and the do-rag on.
Yeah.
Kind of alluding to like, we didn't see that before, right?
Right.
Which doesn't really make all kinds of sense. The NFL, bro, we've seen how the NFL is.
Yeah.
We've seen what business they stand on, dog.
Right.
Let's just keep it funky
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So even though we hadn't seen him like that, like again, it's a battle. You gotta take shots.
Right.
He was just talking shit. Like he's like, yeah, I don't like what you're doing. You weren't even close to top 10 anything in what you did, so you need to sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
It's funny.
You think we're gonna hear a response?
That would be the funniest
that's
shit
the
ever, my
thing,
guy.
man.
That would be hilarious. I'm all for a Shannon Sharpe diss record. He's gonna sound like Melly Mel up in that
Yeah,
bitch,
right,
bro.
exactly.
A 1, 2, 3, and 3
5,
to the
6,
4,
7,
and 5 to the 8.
7, 8.
Charles Barkley's great. You ate off his plate. I can hear it already, dog. I can hear it.
Yikes.
But drama, does it breed more drama? Because we got, now the game's dissing Rick Ross. This shit's crazy, dog.
The game is dissing Rick Ross.
Game's dissing
Why?
Rick Ross.
What is their beef?
Who knows?
Who cares?
Who knows? It might probably relevant. Same reason Rick Ross wanted to jump in the Drake situation, so people talking about him.
I like Rick Ross more than I like Game.
Yeah.
Game can rap his ass off. Game is a better rapper just like bar for bar, like that's Game can snap.
Yeah.
But Rick Ross has put
Got
together
better
way
records.
more better records, man. Like, yeah, because I give you one thing about Rick Ross.
Officer Ricky.
His records take you somewhere. Like, you feel, like, I feel like.
Even if it is Wingstop.
Yeah, right. Even if it is Wingstop.
That's
now.
his plan.
Yeah. I feel like he actually cultivated that luxurious feel and sound. So with what was the production team that he used all the time?
He had Cool and Dre for a while.
Cool and Dre.
Oh, yeah.
But what
And
was
then
the other ones?
Then when he started getting production from Lex Luger,
Oh, that's when it shifted a little bit.
that's when his style.
Well, yeah,
really
that's when he
took
like
off,
that's when he
bro.
started coming up with them bangers. But
Larry
I'm thinking
King.
of
Or what is this?
Yeah.
Larry King.
Imagine.
I think I'm Larry King.
That would hit way different.
I'm Larry King.
They say I'm Larry King.
Ask the questions.
That's the question.
Talk to people.
Hey.
That's the rest.
Damn.
My bad. Players fuck up too.
Hey,
Players fuck
you
up
changed
too.
that song forever, my
Right.
dog. They call me Big Meech, Larry Hoover, Larry King. Yeah, I would. Okay, I see what you're saying there.
Okay,
He
so,
does have better. He has more hit records.
He's got more style too.
More.
Man. Like, I'm sorry,
He has more
but
records that you could throw on and listen to. Okay. He's what the game was trying to say about Eminem, but on reverse.
What did the game have to say?
That
about
no one
Eminem?
listened. Bro, you didn't listen to his 10-minute fucking love story to
Oh
Eminem?
no, I
yeah.
skipped
Oh
that one.
my God.
I heard about it.
That was embarrassing, bro.
Okay.
I had first, second, third, and fourth hand embarrassment off of that record.
So did he give Ross the same kind of love?
No, what I'm saying is he was trying to say, how could Eminem be the GOAT when nobody listens to his music in the car or the club?
Okay.
Okay. Flip that. If he's going against Ross, I'm telling you right now, more people are probably listening to Ross in the car and the club
Oh, for sure.
than the game, right?
Yeah.
And I think the game shatters that motherfucker as an MC.
Yes.
Eats his motherfucking Wingstop all day long.
Right.
Not even close.
Yeah.
And again, he has more classic albums probably than Rick Ross.
Nah.
Does Rick Ross have better records? Come on, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I do have to agree. I listen to Rick Ross more, but I think
he might have more records.
No.
You think Ross has more classics than the game?
Like,
albums?
Albums? For sure.
Man. Port of Miami?
Port of Miami? For sure.
Keep going. Where's another one?
What's another one?
I don't remember the name.
Yeah, neither do I.
Titles?
I'm just trying to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
You're disagreeing with me here,
No,
bro.
okay, so here's my thing about the game. And I like the game again. Raps his ass off. He name checks too much.
He
man.
does. That's the thing.
I was
That's
gonna say
my
Yeah.
only thing. That
It's a thing.
first album.
He seems kind of like petty, and then like he name drops when he's like trying to like come out or he's trying to like do something.
But if that's his style,
okay,
what's wrong
but that
with
was his. But that's a whack ass style. If that's your whole first album, dog.
Some people got
was
whack-ass
always
styles,
like,
Leonard.
yo, this is the next Chronic. This is. Well, get to it.
Yeah.
Like, get to the songs. Give me those songs instead of telling me this song is that song. But it's not. It's just you rapping about nostalgia and you're name checking this shit. So you're getting credit for something that I'm like, I remember that record. I like that record. And this feels good, but it's not actually a better song. It's not even close.
No, I know what you're saying. So I'm gonna go back to the album. So look, we got Port of Miami.
Okay.
We got Games, the documentary.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's that?
My man,
Rick,
you got-
Rick Ross,
both of those.
Rick
Yeah.
Ross
Both-
Mastermind
both-
was hard.
So you,
Mastermind was
was dope.
crazy.
you got a documentary, which is a motherfucking classic.
Yeah.
Bro,
Got
come
Dre
on.
production,
The
got
writing from
Kanye
50 on there,
that.
that
Yeah.
shit's crazy, dog.
It seems like a lot of contributors
But-
made that
but
album.
maybe that's why he says
it's
the next
okay,
Chronic.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm just saying. I feel the game, and again, I agree with that. Name checking, all that stuff. I totally agree. I think the game where he went from being able like to be one of like the like up there in the conversation with the legends
Yeah.
was the beef that started with 50, and then it broke down everything as far as like what his production could be. Him and Dre's situation kind of got a little crazy. So that was like probably in retrospect, the wrong move. But that goes to show you, like, when you have something like that successful and you have a whole bunch of people that want to be that dude, it's hard to share the spotlight.
Oh, yeah.
There's gonna be resentment created there, and we've seen in retrospect.
And Game wasn't even supposed to be part of G Unit.
No,
He wasn't?
He got signed.
Yeah.
Oh, they just brought him in because it was
Dre.
like okay.
Yeah, and it worked.
Gotcha.
And they were
G
like,
Unit
hey.
wanted the West Coast, right? And that was their in.
But
right there.
but they didn't really like know him and fuck with him like that.
No.
Gotcha.
But I think as far as if that wouldn't have happened, he would definitely be in a conversation higher up. I think because then he would have had more production by Dre. Maybe made a couple of different decisions, right? Direction wise and like theme wise. But he still could rap his motherfucking.
But he
ass
wasn't
off.
never. But he was never going to start making records with Ariana Grande or nothing like he was never going to cross over.
I don't want to see that.
But Ross can make records that are good enough to at least get on that borderline of crossing over, man. Game was nowhere near.
Yeah.
Like, if he didn't have that whole train of people with him, he wasn't capable of just off the top making a banger that everybody wanted to fuck with. Everything turned into a battle rap style of rapping.
Yeah.
Rapping his ass off.
Especially later on in his career.
And that's
I think
what I'm
his-
saying.
His
That's
sound
why-
didn't really evolve. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
exactly.
Like he could rap his ass off. He's got bars, but you know what I'm saying. He's only just locked.
He
in this
just
little
does what he
valley.
does. Yeah.
Where Rick Ross, like you said, he cultivated that.
He wrote for other people.
that
like,
rich
yeah,
sound,
he
like,
wrote shit.
that
Yeah, he
rap
wrote shit
sound.
that
record
we don't
though
even know
that
everything.
Games
he
got
wrote.
with Drake. That record with Wayne, My Life, dog. Man, I'm not gonna let you sleep on the game, Len. Where's that heavy?
I'm sleep.
I'm sleep.
I'm sleep.
Where the game
sleep,
lost
sleep.
me was after he dropped what was it, like 300 bars, and then he dropped
That shit was hard
You know
though,
what?
dog.
But then he dropped something else that was like 400 or 500,
Yeah.
and it was, after that, I was
That's
like,
what I'm
damn,
saying. It's
dog,
a
what you
gimmick,
doing?
man.
The beef,
We can get that lighter.
it was good when it started, right? I think it was like, oh, let's go, and then he just wasn't the winner, right? He might have won a couple of the battles, but he clearly didn't win the war.
So do you think he's gonna beat or do anything to
No,
Rick Ross? I mean,
both
like,
of
what
them
is
just
the
want
point?
attention, brother.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Okay.
The currency nowadays is attention.
It is.
And everybody's attention is on Drake and Kendrick. Even people that don't know what the fuck is going on. It was on Channel 4 News the other day. They're talking about this shit.
Really? Here?
Right in between our fentanyl crisis and the Bloom Fiesta coming, they're talking about Drake and
Hey,
Kendrick.
this is why I say it's a distraction for colored people, man. Like that's what it is, man.
They actually did start talking about it in Congress too.
See what I'm saying? So again, listen.
Bullshit.
So it's since the currency is attention, everybody wants residual attention, if that's even a thing. Sounds cool to me right now, so I'm gonna rock with it.
Yeah.
They want secondhand attention by any way, shape, or form.
Right.
Which, as a marketing standpoint, makes sense.
Right.
Makes sense.
I mean, that's what we do even in this, covering like topics that are
you got to bring the attention.
Trending. Yeah.
You got to bring the
bringing
attention.
to
Important
dissing
stuff.
their dads.
Yeah. Important stuff.
I
Like
feel the attention needs to be on this Biden and Trump battle.
I need
got you.
Let's go. UBR can host it. Shout out UBR again. New Mexico gang. Fellas, it's Mother's Day.
Is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
I gotta get
said, "Is it?"
my. Is it? Just because, hey, Jay's mom dipped, went to go watch the Rolling Stones.
She's out in Vegas right now.
Literally said,
the Rolling Stones concert.
Jay's mom, you got to put a Bernie Mac's face right here. Jay's mom went, man, fuck them damn kids. I got to get my ass to the zoo. Yeah. So I think it might be time to get up out of here, fellas. What you think?
Let's do it.
Episode what? 63 we're on.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
63,
All right.
dog.
Until next time, respect the connect. Peace.
Brick Ross.
Extra sauce for the boss.
It's pick of the neck.